Schwartz, you got Sandoval a very special cake.
At that point, though, I was so desperate just to like get a little infusion of our old dynamic. So I just was looking for like a little like nudge.
I got you a cake.
You did?
I put a little special message on there if you want to look at it.
Does it say Sandoval's a liar?
A sweet message.
Happy 40th again.
Apparently, on the internet, Tom is a year younger than he actually is. Is that true?
I don't know. Who am I to argue with Google?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
You don't want to with AI.
yeah.
So that was just a little poke at that, you know.
Tom, did you change your birthday on Wikipedia or
No.
IMDb to try to?
No,
try to
I did
make
not
yourself
do that.
younger?
No, did not do
You can
that.
do that?
You can't do that.
I missed our like horseplay, you know, or whatever. Is that even a term? I missed our like just stupid,
Yeah.
lighthearted banter. Before that,
Don't even look at me. You don't deserve to look at this.
You're a worm with a mustache.
me and you, maybe not so much me, but we were up there near the top in Maslow's hierarchy of needs. We were kind of thriving,
Yeah.
you know, especially me pre-divorce. And then it got a little shaky, but you were thriving. And then all of a sudden we were down in like the bottom 2 levels there, just barely surviving,
Yeah.
feeling like confidence at an all-time low.
Me and Schwartz were not even really talking that much.
Yeah.
I didn't feel like it was like serious. I felt like it was something that was like, that would probably result in like an argument and then like a makeup. We don't argue that often. I mean, we bicker with each other, but like, we don't get in like fights like very rarely.
Yeah. And it had been like such a, I guess,
Hadn't done any mom jokes
deficiency.
in a while.
I think I need another break. He's been laying on real thick.
Yeah.
If you say target rich environment one more time.
Brittany, inquiring minds want to know, do you have an update on Mama's beer cheese?
Yeah, we have Mama's beer cheese finally.
That's the beer cheese spread.
I slaved over the oven for this, you guys. I just want to let you know I slaved.
Did he actually cook anything?
No, we actually sell it at Jackson's Studio City, our bar. So
good.
And people can get to go orders, like take it home with them. I've had people like order like 10 of them and they'll like freeze it and keep it and stuff. Like we're not shipping it just yet, but right now it is like for sure at Jax's. Mama finally, you know, gave me the recipe. She sends the spices herself so that they don't know the exact amount of everything.
So she just sends all of the
She sends the spices. We have the cheese and everything at the bar, and then she sends all the spices that go in it so that people don't know
like
her
the exact
recipe.
measurements?
Yeah. Yeah. So it still has a little bit
Even
of my...
you don't have it?
I have it.
Okay.
But it still has a part of my Mamaw even here in LA.
Yeah.
And then my brother made these like carving boards that say Mamaw's beer cheese on them. So that was shipped here from Kentucky too. So I still try to bring as much like Kentucky into the bar as I
love
can.
that.
Cute.
Yeah.
How's Mama doing?
She's doing great. She's still just
Mama's
sassy
an
as
icon.
ever.
That's the most action I've had in like 2 years.
She'll ride the bull and stuff. Like, she is so funny. She dressed up as an alien at Cruz's birthday party.
Yeah,
because it was
she
Toy
did.
Story themed.
She matched Ocean.
Yeah. She's great.
How great was that boat ride under the Golden Gate Bridge?
Bro, I was living my best life that trip.
Best boat ride of my life. Alcatraz in the back, thunder roaring.
Yo!
The boat about to tip 50 feet up in the
Just-
air. Get up here! Yo, there's a big wave!
I feel like I'm on the Titanic.
I mean, look, I'm an adventurer. I live dangerously, but when I went out on the side of the boat and it went down on the wave, I was like, I went up in the air, dude. I mean, someone, if I go overboard, like, someone find me. Like, oh my God.
We gotcha.
I have been on a boat my entire life since I was a baby toddler. So no, as much as I'm actually afraid of water, like being submerged in water, if I'm on a boat, I'm good. I was having fun with it, honestly. I had the vlog camera. I mean, to be on a boat and go under the Golden Gate Bridge, that was so cool. It was so much fun.
I drove the boat underneath the Golden Gate Bridge.
Right, you were driving, I forgot.
Are you wearing the captain's hat?
Oh, sorry!
There were people out there like
kite surfing.
paddleboarding, kite surfing, whatever. We're like, okay, how are you doing that? Like, we're like surviving on a boat, and you're just like out there.
I was like, that looks cold.
They are crazy motherfuckers.
Yeah, that was a fun trip.
So Jax, is Luke still blocked?
Are you blocked?
I don't know. I was at one point. I haven't checked.
You tell me. See if you are, and let me know, and I'll do my best to unblock you. Okay, because I think he went off on me. I remember why. I think he went off on me, and I had his best interests. I really, really did. I was trying to invite him into my group.
I blocked Summer.
Blocked me. Then I looked on Instagram, blocked me, blocked Shenanigans, blocked Summer Moon.
Jax, you blocked me.
I didn't block any. Nobody from our show.
Like randomly blocked me.
Vanderpump is blocked.
In like 2021, you randomly blocked me. I don't know why.
Sometimes I go on my little tangents.
I think we all have been there.
I remember when he blocked me.
It's like a rite of passage.
I think Jax isn't really allowed to like use his own social media anymore. I'm pretty sure his publicist handles that. I mean, if I try to tag him in something, there's like a pop-up that says, "Are you sure you want to tag Mr. Jax Taylor?"
No, I know. And then after that
he's been
last
in trouble
time,
so many
I
times.
tagged him. My engagement dropped for like a week. I'm like, this is Instagram punishing me because I said, yes, I'm sure I want to tag him. And then Instagram said, F you, we're gonna shadow ban you, or whatever it's called.
Because he got kicked off for a little bit. Yeah.
How would you describe life in the Valley versus when you lived in West Hollywood?
Not having to valet your car to go to the grocery store or the bank is pretty nice.
Being able to get to the highway in under 6 minutes is a fucking dream come true.
It's more family oriented. It is good for kids.
We have great restaurants in the Valley. You got Jax's Studio City.
West Hollywood is just like party, traffic.
It's teeming with life, like
just
but in a good way.
Millennials everywhere, young people everywhere, TikTokers.
You're a millennial, dude.
Everybody's got so much energy in West Hollywood. Like, relax.
We used to be like that. God. We used to go out on Tuesdays, Wednesdays, Thursdays.
Used to.
We used to, and we still do too.
Yeah.
No, we don't. That's a Mitch Hedberg joke.
You don't go out to see and be seen in the Valley like you do in Beverly Hills or West Hollywood. Like, if you just want to go out with the guys and get some beers, it's perfect because it's a little more low-key. It's not like, oh, do you know this promoter? We got to like get on the list.
Right.
You know, like all the West Hollywood stuff you have to do.
I don't know. I walk down to Chateau Marmont and have beers all the time, no problem.
Well, that's
and
I'm
fine. I
with
never
that.
needed a list. I'm off the car right to my table.
Well, I'm just standing outside, the one guy in line to the Chateau Marmont to get in behind the row. My experience is a little different, I guess.
It's a little slower pace.
It's nice. It's relaxing. It's pretty.
Hot?
Definitely is hotter. 10 degrees hotter at all times. It's good for parking. You know, there's not much to do.
I'm not going to let you work on my team because you are not selling anywhere in the Valley.
A lot of stuff. I'm just saying.
He's like,
a lot of stuff is on the other side of the hill.
Yeah, there's good parking over here.
I think when we all moved there 5 years ago, it was nice. Now it's getting popular, and the prices are starting to go up. I mean, we got it at a good time, I think.
It's been the great West Hollywood migration to the Valley.
We're more like everybody just followed us.
Or that.
Can't hear you, honey.
We got a house. We got a house. We got a house now. We got a house.
I miss that house.
I've never lived in the Valley.
Will you ever live in the Valley?
I would, yeah. Actually, you know, I love mid-century architecture, so there's a lot of it still left in the Valley. But there's something about moving out here where the lights looking over Los Angeles is completely different than looking over the Valley lights.
Yep.
And you come here with this like dream of Hollywood, and I can't let go of it. Like, I don't want to let go of it. In the place I live in, I have, you know, views from the dining room, the living room, views from the roof deck. And it's just like, I wake up all the time and I'm having coffee looking at Chateau, downtown, the mountains. And I think it's just something that forever will be kind of in my heart. Would be nice.
But the parking. But the parking.
But the parking is...
Parking. Anyway,
actually, there is no parking on my street.
Exactly. Exactly.
Like literally signs that say no parking.
Yeah. Yeah.
Come to the Valley then.
Yeah, exactly.
Did Jesse go on some sort of spiritual journey this season of the Valley in order to help your guys' marriage?
Yes, he went on a spiritual retreat. He went to a house with a group of strangers, and I don't know what happened, but he did come home the following day, and he did seem very different for a while.
He seemed very calm. It's kind of freaking me out.
I'm so aware It was plant-based medicine mixed with hardcore meditation. I saw this like demon, and I kept trying to throw the demon away. But everybody was so pixelated. I mean, I died. I literally died.
He was just more relaxed, and like even the way he would look at me and everything, I'm like, what happened?
Did that last?
It lasted for a little bit, yeah.
What changes have each of you made for the better of your relationship, for your marriage?
That's easy for me. I was gonna say Jesse is very particular and wants the house perfect. He doesn't want it to look like children live there or that I live there. So it's really hard for me because I'm not naturally like a super clean person. So I had to make the effort of like, you try something on and you fold it back up and you put it away. And I've had to struggle with that.
Oh my, you should
Yeah.
see my closet.
I know, I'm like, he would murder me.
Yeah, that would never work for us. With Daniel and I, we grew up with two completely different backgrounds. I come from the background of divorce, and his parents are celebrating their 50-year anniversary this year. So I had to learn different communication styles, healthy communication. I had already done a lot of work on myself to be ready for a relationship, but I just had so much more learning to do. So I changed a lot. And we talk about it a lot, but like love languages, I had to learn how to love him the way that he wanted to be loved, and then he had to learn the way that I wanted to be loved. So it was just changing how I interact a lot. And I'm still working on it every day.
I had to learn to, what Jason calls this, when I press the nuke button, where it's like, something little will happen. I'll be like, that's it, we're done, I'm leaving. Like, and it's like, I'm like, blow the whole thing up, I'm done. And early on in our relationship, Jason was like, every little bump, you can't just be like, done, leaving, walk away.
You do that.
Like, you have to like, truly, you guys saw it in Big Bear, I think.
I apologize.
No, I'm done. I just spent all this time cooking. I'm exhausted. I'm done.
What's the order? Janet.
Jason, go.
Maybe I should.
I'll be back. Janet.
I'm done.
Janet. Janet. Talk to me. Janet, talk to me. Just talk to me, please. Don't close the door on me.
He's like, don't tell me you're leaving me unless you really are. And that was something kind of early on in our relationship. I was like, oh, yeah, that probably isn't very fun for you to see me just like at the slightest inconvenience throw the towel in every time. So that's like something I've really worked on, is like not pressing the nuke button. And now it's kind of this joke between Jason and I where he's like, can tell I'm building up or like starting to get mad. He's like, the little box has been removed from the nuke button. Her hand is like getting closer to the nuke button. He's like, don't press it. And I'm like, I'm so close. I'm like, one more thing and it's getting pressed. I'm done, I'm leaving.
I didn't know that was your thing, and now I see it.
Yeah, I'm like, moving the protective layer of the nuke button, and it's coming.
Close.
Takes a while now for me to get there, but
Daniel shut that down real quick in the beginning of our relationship, because that's kind of what I had seen in my growing up, is like, you storm off and you're mad and you leave. So like, we would get into a disagreement and I would literally walk out the door, and he was like, I'm sorry, like, that's not how we do relationships. If you're gonna leave, it's gonna be permanent. So like,
totally,
you don't get to just keep walking away.
Yeah.
You decide that we're doing this or we're not.
Jason's always like, oh, I got the best bit of like marriage advice today from Daniel. Like, he said this, this, and this. Yeah.
Thank you. We work hard on it.
Yeah.
What are we, 10 years, 8 years marriage? Obviously, we have our ups and downs, but...
it must be great if you don't know if it's 8 or 10 years.
We've been together for 10 years, married for 8 years.
There you go.
But we are still very much in love. And obviously, not the perfect marriage, not perfect. I, mess up all the time. And thank God for her grace.
You're, as like the Gen Z would say, like a golden retriever husband. You know what I mean?
I've never heard that.
Yeah, it's like, just think of a golden retriever as a person. Like just really
that's
like
why he always has holes in his jeans, because she wears the pants.
Whoa.
Do you like that one?